Well, I can say for sure, if you're a Donald Trump supporter, you're probably not gonna like this movie. Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Alec Garza. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today we're gonna be talking about Blackkklansman. Not that one. So, objectively, right off the bat, this is a great movie. Okay, it's filmed well, it's directed well, it's written well, and has some of the best performances of 2018 in it. Now, subjectively is where people are going to have really different opinions on the film. The movie is directed by Spike Lee and it stars John David Washington, who's actually the real life son of Denzel, which is like, oh shit, alright, I didn't know that, that was cool. And it also stars Adam Driver, who's Kylo Ren from Star Wars, and I actually dig that actor. I think he's really good. I saw him in Logan Lucky and was just like, this guy is hilarious. I love him. So was excited to see what this film had to offer, especially because it's Spike Lee and he hasn't made a really great film in a while that general audiences have seen. He's made some little projects here and there, but nothing big since like Inside Man with Denzel Washington. But he is back. The movie's about Ron Stallworth and his investigation into the KKK after becoming Colorado Springs' first black police officer. And it's based on a true story, and it's freaking crazy. Just the story itself is really good. Like, just hearing about a black guy who was able to infiltrate the KKK and become a KKK member. It's just like, what? Is this Dave Chappelle skit?
All right, Jay, it's time to show these people what white power is all about.
What's going on here? So it was really interesting to see how that would play out. And basically, I don't want to go into the spoilers or into what the story is. You get a lot of it from the trailer. Just watch that. And I had a lot more fun with this movie than I thought I would, because usually movies about racism and blacks versus whites and oppression and slavery are dark and grim and impactful and very sad. But this movie is just incredibly entertaining, and it has a lot to say. And it's not just one thing. It's funny, it's interesting, it's dramatic, it's suspenseful, it's horrifying, it's serious. It's all of these things in one movie, and that's what makes it stand out amongst the other movies that are like this. And to be honest, it's also a huge attack on hate and our current president, Donald Trump. And even though I'm not black or Jewish, I still related to the two main protagonists because they're just good human beings who want to help the world instead of hurt it. I also related to it because the film doesn't force black power down your throat or just paint all white people as bad people or racist. That's a very important part of this movie that I was hoping Spike Lee would get right, and he does. The real enemy of this movie is hate. Pure hate that isn't contextual but inherited. And the KKK is a good example of that pure hatred because they just hate everyone who's not them. You gotta have Aryan blood, whatever,
White power
in there to be one of them. If you don't have that, they hate you. They hate Jews, they hate Asians, they hate blacks, they hate Mexicans. And these KKK members take on this mindset of us over them, which is a problem that is not only limited to KKK members. Because I know Vietnamese people who hate other Vietnamese people. I know Mexicans who hate Salvadorians for no reason, just because they're Salvadorian. I know blacks who hate other blacks. So I think the best way to talk about this movie and to look at it and to watch it is to see just two human beings. No race, no color of skin, just two human beings of either they're good or they're bad. Are they filled with love or are they filled with hate? And that's really the best way to experience this movie with that mindset. And as a Mexican American, I really admired how black people in the 70s were able to unite and strengthen themselves to protect each other during the civil rights movement. It is admirable that they were able to look out for each other like that, and I think all humans should do that for each other. We can learn from that. Because hatred does nothing good for anyone. I think the world really needs more community and respect and justice for each other. And that's why I really like this movie, because I felt like that was the message. But I do have my complaints about the movie. I feel like the first half is not as good as the second half. It's just there was two scenes that really dragged on that I was like, okay, can we get this show going? And it really does pick up towards the midpoint. And after that, it just doesn't let go. And they also show a reference of Birth of a Nation, which was like awesome because I studied that in film school and it's super racist. So it was very fitting for the scene and this movie. Topher Grace shows up and he just plays a character that's perfect for him. I loved him in that movie, in that role. One thing I really did like though was the ending, and I think it will leave you as speechless as I was. It features real life videos and real life images of stuff that has happened in America, specifically with the tiki torches, those dudes, you know, neo-Nazis that came back up. Features a lot of that. And I think you should just watch it and tell me how you feel about it, because I felt like he ended the movie with a bang, with a, yes, this is real, of this movie parallels what's actually going on now. And they were pieced together so perfectly that this wasn't just a movie anymore. It was a message on what could happen if hate and prejudice and racism go unchecked in America. And for that reason, I give it a 9 out of 10. I think Spike Lee did an amazing job. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for liking. Please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let's engage and talk about this movie. That one of the reasons why I like this movie a lot too is that it opens up a dialogue about what is unity and what is strength and what is more important, hate or acceptance, hate or tolerance, hate or love. And I know I feel like I'm getting very idealistic right now, but I do have an idealistic mind, and I feel like this movie does explore some of those idealisms that I have. Because I do want America to be the best country in the world. I do want humans to just love each other. And I do want us all to treat each other with respect and justice. And I think seeing this movie made me want to explore that even more. So thank you so much.